Crews were back on the banks of the North Saskatchewan River today looking for oil along the shoreline. It's all part of the ongoing efforts to clean up following the Husky Oil Spill in the summer. As Jules Knox tells us, a special canine component joined the efforts today.
Before the cleanup could even begin, a traditional pipe ceremony and spiritual songs marked the beginning of the process.
Well, in order to kick off the cleanup, we have to do it in a spiritually responsible way.
3-year-old Pepper has been trained to sniff oil, along with her partner, Patton. They both wear GPS collars to record problem areas. It doesn't take long for a find.
That was a great moment when the dog recognized the oil on the riverbank, because the dog is specialized and it was trained to recognize only the oil that came out of the Husky Oil Spill. So when the dog picked up on the scent of the oil at our river, in our territory, that was confirmation that that oil was Husky oil. So that was a great moment for us First Nation people.
The Shoreline Cleanup Assessment Team, or SCAT, brought in by Husky, will scour the river and its shoreline and then make recommendations if more cleanup is required.
SCAT teams are usually made up of, a professional geologist or an oil spill expert that goes by and is trained in SCAT and uses a systematic way of collecting shoreline information, oiling conditions, and they'll go behind. The dog is the tool to find small amounts of oil.
SCAT crews expect to be here for a couple of days, and they hope that by the time they're finished, they'll have cleaned 16 kilometers along both sides of this river.
Getting the oil off of the banks and getting the oil off of any of the river basin area in our traditional territory is a good first step, and that'll help the animals to come back, because without the animals, the birds, the insects, the fish, the river is just not the same.
Community officials are adamant that the cleanup process will take years, not just a few days right now.
They pooped in our backyard, a husky. So that's my response. We got to clean that. It's not our mess, but us as caretakers of my community, our shorelines, we got to look after that.
Husky declined an interview. The company says it's focused on the task at hand and will continue to have meaningful dialogue with James Smith, Cree Nation. Jules Knox, CTV News, James Smith, Cree Nation.
The Saskatoon